A married couple is facing charges after a shooting at a North Portland apartment complex early Sunday morning.
Court documents are revealing details about the argument leading up to the gunfire. Fox 12's Leslie Dominique has the story.
Neighbors on the 1500 block of North Willis Boulevard aren't exactly surprised.
In the past, there has been a history of violence kind of going up and down this street.
About a recent shooting at an apartment building.
Around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, there's a couple blam, blam.
Police say before sunrise on Sunday, a male tenant leaning out from one of these windows was shot in his shoulder. The man who shot him, according to court documents, has been squatting with his wife in one of the other units for over a year. According to a probable cause affidavit, the shooting followed a days-long argument. The victim told officers that the suspect, 35-year-old Tony McDonald, believed his wife, 45-year-old LaVon McDonald, was inside the victim's apartment. The victim was reportedly tossing a key out of his window to a friend on the sidewalk when he was hit by a bullet. PPB says the suspect initially avoided officers, but he and his wife were found Wednesday in Northwest Portland. Tony with a handgun and LaVon with a loaded magazine. Both were booked in Multnomah County Jail. Tony faces charges including attempted murder and assault, while LaVon is charged with felon in possession of ammunition.
Nothing pretty much surprises us what's going on over there.
Thomas Hale says after a decade on North Willis, the area has changed. As more apartment buildings go up, he says the sense of peace has gone down. Now he believes tighter apartment security and more patrols may be the only fix.
My wife and I were kind of actively looking to live somewhere else because of all the stuff that's happening around now. Going from peaceful to look around, make sure you keep aware of your surroundings.
Reporting in North Portland, Leslie Dominique, Fox 12 Oregon.